Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. About a month ago, the brand MeiLiang contacted me and asked me if I would like to try out some of their watercolors, and of course I said yes. And they sent me this box. This is a storage box which includes space, the top and the bottom, to store all your watercolor accessories. And in the box there is a watercolor palette, which I'll show you now, which comes with 48 colors, and I'll be swatching these for you today. And the box also includes these leaflets and watercolor paper that's cut into squares. It feels like it's 300 GSM paper, and it looks like it has a cold pressed surface. I created two watercolor layouts, watercolor swatch layouts for us to swatch the colors on today. But the paper obviously comes plain. The layouts I did. So I'm going to set everything up and I'll come back and we'll begin swatching. So I'm back, so let's begin swatching, which is the most exciting part of the video. We begin with white. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that, well, two things actually. One is that I am not going to do my duo swatching like mass tone and diluted, because there are 48 colors and I thought it will take a very long time and it's going to be a very long video if I do that. So it's just going to be one swatch for each color. The second thing I wanted to point out is that when I was unwrapping these colors, there was no pigment information that I could find. I am assuming here, because I don't know the language, but assuming that there is some pigment information in Chinese here, but I couldn't find any in English. So I don't know what the pigment numbers are for each half pan. That's why I will not be mentioning it. This, by the way, is one of the wrappers that the half pans came in. I just wanted to point that out. So I can guess whilst swatching, but that's all I can do about the pigments. I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. I don't have more information. There isn't any information as far as I could find on the leaflets either about the pigments. Yes, there's nothing there. And I did look at this. This is a swatching card that it comes with, but again, no information about the pigments. I just wanted to mention that. Doesn't mean that other boxes won't have that information in English. Just my box doesn't have it, so I can't mention the pigment numbers. Anyway, so just swatched white, which I assume you can't see because, yeah, white on white. Lemon yellow is next. See, it's very cool leaning and pretty. PY3 possibly, or PY1. Again, I'm guessing here. I really don't know. The next colour is cadmium yellow. Which is a warmer yellow. This paper is really nice, by the way, so far. Very nice paper. I don't know if the paper is 100% cotton. Again, I didn't find any information on the box. Orange yellow is next. So what I'm doing is kind of not doing it in mass tone, not doing it completely diluted, just I get somewhere in the middle so you get the effect the colour has. That is a pretty orange yellow. Cadmium red is next. This looks like a cadmium. It's opaque, but I don't know if it is. And that's pretty as well. Wonder how they're going to dry. We'll see. That is really nice. I don't use cadmiums, but I can appreciate a nice cadmium. Vermilion, probably a Perol. I should stop mentioning pigment nuts because I really don't know, so I'll just stop now. I don't want to misinform you about the pigments. As I don't know, I shouldn't. I just even guess, I think. Cadmium orange is next. I think it's that one. These are feeling really nice. Very vibrant colours. And they work really nicely on this paper. Scarlet Lake is next. Ooh. Nice. My circle is not so nice. Sorry about that. It's all larger than I intended. This is, it says it's magenta, but it doesn't look like magenta. The half pan says magenta on it, so I don't know. I wrote the names on because sometimes when you have to swatch so many colours, you can get confused. That doesn't look like magenta, but it's a pretty colour. It's a bold red. Let's see next. This says deep magenta. Yeah, that looks like a deep magenta. Nice. These colours are really nice and bold on the paper, I have to say, and they're quite nice to work with so far. Madder Red is next. and rose red is the last in this row. Going to the second row, we have violet red. Ooh, that looks nice. Fresh purple next. Deep purple is next. That's really nice. That's such a pretty purple. Sky blue is next. Okay. Light sky blue. Oh, that's creamy. That feels like it's got white in it. Yeah. Fresh blue. Cobalt blue next. It's going to be interesting, see if this granulates. I'll lift a little bit of colour to help us see if there's any granulation there happening when it dries. Ultramarine, same goes for ultramarine. Ooh, nice blue. Really nice blue. Turkey blue. I think that's turkey blue, yes. Prussian blue. Payne's grey. We always like to see a Payne's grey and see what it looks like. Oh, that looks nice actually. I like Payne's greys that have a blue hue. this is going to be interesting. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. And it's granulating as well. Actually, there's a few that have granulated, which is always a lovely surprise. Yellow green is the final one in this row. Oh wow, bright, very bright. You're gonna need your sunglasses, I think, for this one. Very bright. Good for mixing, but it's a little bit too bright for me for using it as is. Okay, so that is the first 2 rows of our palette, and I'm going to let them dry, and I'm going to move on to the other swatch card I have here. I'll do the rest of the swatching on here. I'll just clean my my watercolor jug and my palette, and I'll be back. I'm back with some fresh water and a clean palette, and I'm going to be swatching the next 24 colours, starting with tree green. I'm excited to see the greens. Well, that's pretty. It's quite bright, yellow leaning. Hooker's green next. Ooh, quite opaque. Wasn't expecting that. It's intense green. Deep Hooker's green. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Nice range of greens. Going from light, warm green to a dark, cool green. Oops. I think I've splattered there a bit. Emerald green next. I think it's this one. Olive green. Quite opaque. But a very pretty green. And moving on from the greens, we're going to the earth colours now. We have yellow ochre. It's a nice yellow ochre, not too dull. We'll see how it dries. Yellow sienna. Ooh, that looks nice as well. Transparent. Could be raw sienna, possibly. Again, I'm guessing here. Sienna is next. Nice. Burnt sienna. I think the rest of our colours are pearlescent. So begin with flash yellow, which looks like gold or a pale gold. Next we have magic red. Rose red. Then we have a colour called flash red. That's a very pretty hue. My circles are all over the place today. Apologies. I'm out of practice. Flash purple is next. And then we have a colour called deep interference blue. Which I think is pearlescent. Flash blue. Which looks quite similar to the deep interference blue. And then we have deep interference green, which again looks pearlescent. I don't know if I should be swatching these on black paper for best results so that you can get an idea what they really look like. I'm not very familiar with pearlescent colours because I don't use them. So if you think that when I receive pearlescent colours I should be swatching them on black paper or some different kind of paper, let me know please. Educate me on pearlescent colours. Be really appreciated if I had your feedback on that. So fruit green is next. Pretty hue. Actually there are quite a few pearlescents here that have really pretty hues, like the flash red, that deep interference green, that flash purple. Next we have bronze. Flashing Pearl. Oh, this is very, very sparkly. It's like dipping my brush into glitter. Yes. Don't know if you can see my brush, but it looks so glittery. It's ready for Christmas. All dressed up. And Royal Gold is the last colour. Which is, of course, gold. Okay, so while these are drying, I'm just going to bring the other layout we did, the first one, so we can see how the colours have dried on that. And then we'll come back to this one and do the same. So the colours look bright. They haven't lost any of their saturation or their vibrancy. They look really pretty. Very good consistency of the colour, creamy. Was easy to lay down on the paper. The paper's really nice. I like this paper. It is thick and it responds to the watercolour very well. However, I'm a little bit, because I don't know the pigment numbers, I can't really compare them to other colours sufficiently, because I can't say that, okay, this cadmium yellow looks different than that cadmium yellow, or this phthalo green looks like a bit, you know, the same or different from another phthalo green that I've tried. So I'm a bit at a loss what to compare them with. I can only hazard guesses to what the colours are. I mean, this sky blue looks like a phthalo, this looks like a phthalo, this looks like a phthalo, this does look like an ultramarine. It has some granulation, but it's quite opaque here, so I'm not really sure. The cobalt blue did granulate a little bit, but I wouldn't know if that is a cobalt blue, for instance, or if it's a mix, to be able to comment on it properly. I can only tell you what they look like. I can say that they're really pretty colours. They're very easy to use. They lay down beautifully on paper. They don't lose any of their vibrancy. The paper is really nice, as I said. It hasn't totally dried, but I think we can comment on this. The earth colours, like there are three that are quite similar, like the burnt sienna, the Van Dyke's brown and the burnt brown. I can see a little bit of difference from the burnt brown and the burnt sienna, for instance. The burnt brown is a little bit cooler, and the Van Dyke's brown, for instance. The yellow sienna is pretty. The emerald green, I would say that is a phthalo. I don't know about the hooker's greens. The colours look great. I wish there was a little bit more variation in the earth colours. So, but I mean, you can mix and make variations with other colours. So, but that's just me. That's just my personal preference to have. I love my earth colours, so I would have preferred a bit more variation. The olive green is really pretty, very pretty. Now for the pearlescent colours, all I can do is just show you them, because I'm not a good judge of pearlescent colours as I don't use them. I can only tell you that some shimmer more than others, like this flashing pearl, the flash red, the flash yellow, the flash blue. Those shimmer a lot more than the other colours. Okay, so I think that is the video for today. And Before I go, I will add my awkward bit as I usually do, which is, if you like this video, please hit the like button because that helps the video's visibility in YouTube. If you would like to see more videos from me talking about all things watercolor mainly, but other things too, but mainly all things watercolor, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so that YouTube will let you know when I have another video uploaded. If you have any comments, I'd love to read them. What do you think of these colours? Would you try these colours out? Before I go, I want to add that the links for these will be underneath in the video description if anyone would like to check them out. Yeah, I think that's it. And I can't go without inserting my little bit about hope here, which is do not let go of it. Keep holding on to it tightly as you can. I'm holding on to it right there next to you. Love you guys. See you soon. Keep safe, keep creative. Bye bye. Bye bye for now. Bye.